Welcome to Journey of a Joke. This week we take a look at Neville Shah's 5 types of condolence calls.
You start getting condolence calls. You know, when someone passes away, you start getting condolence calls. And I've managed to count these I've managed to categorize them.
So this is a bit from the Amazon Prime special, which is called.
What are you laughing at? Thanks, Adnan, for looking at that.
Likha nahi hai.
Yeah, you should have.
The
That's
thing is-
shitty homework, Abish.
I don't
I'm not popular enough. It's fine. Let's go.
How long did this bit take for you to make? What was from your first joke to the time when we were shooting it? How long was it?
You mean the whole bit or just the 5 types of condolence
Just
calls?
the 5 types of, because the whole bit, it's a part of, like, is it a part of a bigger bit?
It's part of a 35-minute mom's death bit.
Okay, and this is just a bit of that.
Yeah.
And-
This is what I closed the bit with.
This is a closing of the entire bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so question, just this closer, did it come for you naturally, or is it as a part of the entire thing?
This came to me first. Mom died on the 10th of February. I first took this joke on stage on the 26th of February.
Oh, that quick.
What happened with this was, when I went there, I was like, I've got something in my head.
Okay.
I have no clue what I have.
Okay.
And believe it or not, except for the flip at the end, the bit is exactly as I did it on day one.
The first time?
On day one.
So when you went to perform the first
I
day,
had nothing.
But like, did you have notes written?
Nothing.
What? How do you know how many calls? Was it instinctive, or
It
did
was
you know
instant.
these are
I
the
was
5?
just riffing.
But you know there are 5 calls.
No, the first time I did it, I said that we don't know how to handle condolences. Even our calls are shitty. You get a call from this person, you get a call from this person, you get a call from this person, you get a call from this person. I didn't have the end.
Okay.
I didn't have the flip. The flip came later.
After setting so much context, which was mostly the thing that I was worried about, would people pull back? This was the thing that people won't pull back even if it's on the internet, because itna personal connect hai nahi. So here we go.
And I've managed to count these I've managed to categorize them. I got 5 types of condolence calls. 5 types. There are 5 types and 5 types alone. So the reason why I paused it is because
please feel free.
because I am not a listicle comedian either.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This bit doesn't seem something that you would write. Yeah, that's why I chose to, and also because very few comics are speaking about something so personal, like, comes from a dark place. That's why it doesn't seem like you, but it's funny. So, yeah.
The first time I did it as a listicle, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I just didn't do 5 types of condolence calls.
Yeah.
I didn't polish it up. It was raw. So it was like, you get condolence calls. These are the condolence calls you get. This is X, this is Y, this is Z. And the punchlines were also just sort of coming out of frustration. So it's not me, right? Like
Yeah.
to do an observation
Yeah.
and a listicle.
Yeah.
Right? It's really both are hacks. Right? In my world. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's
Hey, that's comedy writing for me, buddy.
but you know what I'm saying? Like in
Yeah.
my stream of things, I like to tell a narrative.
Yeah.
So I tried to do it like a narrative.
Okay.
I tried to say, this uncle called me. I started getting condolence calls, and this uncle called me, and this uncle told me this, and then there was, this aunt who called me, and this faraway uncle who does not like me called me, and so the characters I sort of kept the same.
Yeah.
But I tried to tell it in a narrative format, and I spread out the calls over days.
Yeah.
So I said, like as soon as it happened, someone called me. Then when they met me at the funeral, somebody said something. So I didn't make it only calls. I made it condolence comments.
Yeah, then why did you change from that?
It never worked because the beauty about this joke is, now in retrospect, is the inundation of calls that you get at the same time. I tried to create a narrative structure, but I'm deviating from the story. The point is very simplistically saying, in a country that doesn't know how to deal with death, we don't even know how to make condolence calls.
Yeah.
And here are 5 types. Doom.
That's the opening line itself. In a country that we don't know how to handle death, we keep getting calls, right? That itself is such a provocative thought. It's like a thought, the people are thinking about it, and you're going with the jokes there.
Correct.
Again, what I liked about it is the fact that their opening line has the setup built in it, ki you and I, here's an observation right under your nose, but as a comedian, you swooped it away. It's like, this is what it says.
Yeah.
Like for me, a lot of things that a lot of comics does, especially this bit, is observations is right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just can't see it. You just rolled it up and displayed it saying, bhai, ye.
Nice.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've never done observational. I've never had the ability to do it. Like, I envy Jerry Seinfeld for those reasons. Like, right, like that Seinfeld
Also the
bit.
money, but or the
Like
success.
no, I have the money.
This
the-
just in, Neville Shah has
I
the
don't
money as Jerry Seinfeld.
No, I don't have Jerry Seinfeld money.
You have Neville Shah money.
I have Neville Shah
Neville
money,
Shah
which
has
is enough money.
Do you write these questions or do you?
No, I-
Because there is. So, example, I don't know if you write it, but there is clearly a setup punchline to all this bit. At
To
least.
this bit, because
That's-
this is an observational bit.
Correct. That's
So
what
it
I'm
needs
asking.
it.
It needs it, right? So,
You take any call, you can categorize it into these 5 types. Okay, the first type is someone who will call you and he'll be like, "Hello, beta. She's in a better place." तू गया क्या उधर? How do you know, बेंचोद? Huh? She didn't buy 2 tickets to Goa. समझा ना?
now this is your entire joke. Now, there's a book called Comedy Writing Techniques for Late Night Television, which I think someone called Tyler had. In that, there is a formula of joke writing which is called stating the obvious. What I liked about this joke is that this joke you could not have done in any other format. Like I was looking at this joke and I was like, this stating the obvious is so funny. She is at a better place. Logically, your question is, तेरे को कैसे मालूम? And it comes from an angry place because you're angry being in that position.
yeah.
My
This
question
is what I'm saying. The rawness of it still stays.
Yeah.
This is the first thought I had on stage that day when I did the bit.
This is the first thought. This is the first joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I was doing the bit and I was like, this uncle called me and he said, don't worry, she's in a better place. And I'm like, mother, how do you know?
Yeah.
Which is why the gali is there, because I genuinely felt that damn thing
Huh.
at that point.
Yeah. The abuse is there because it's justified with character and personification.
Yeah. I mean, I'm accused of using a lot of language, but it's
No, but
justified.
like it justifies in this bit, I guess.
it's justified,
It's just, it's just.
I don't care. Tell me. So the reason why the bit is also that the joke is also
Ta-da,
that
ta-da,
tight,
ta-da.
yeah, is because I tried to when I storified it, I tried to explain. She's not bought 2 tickets to Goa. She's gone to Dungarwadi. She's going to be eaten by a vulture. Have you tried? So I've tried all the tag-ons that could possibly come, but it,
Just didn't work.
yeah, it takes away from the bit.
So you've removed tags such as she's in Dungarwadi. You removed tags such as she's going to be eaten by vulture. You directly
All the
went to-
cliches.
and then you went to, instead of that, you went to Goa nahi ja rahi hai.
Huh. No, Goa nahi ja rahi was there.
Okay, was that?
But it was me further explaining to that guy saying, she's not going to Goa. She's going to Dungarwadi. There's going to be people burying her and vultures are going to eat her and
Right.
his body is going, whatever religion you follow, that like vultures are going to eat her and there's going to be like she's not going to come home. Like
Yeah.
it's Goa jaake wapas nahi. Like I've tried.
All permutation combination. It just worked well as a listicle observational.
Yeah.
joke,
The second call, this is a very Indian call. It'll come in and they'll be like, I don't know what to say. फोन क्यों किया? जले पे नमक छिड़कने के लिए. बोल देता व्हाट्सएप पे आई एम सॉरी और गुड मॉर्निंग उसके बाद.
Did you write this
Yes.
in the second draft of going to an open mic?
WhatsApp came in later.
So what was the earlier punchline?
To me it was phone क्यों किया? जले पे नमक छिड़कने के लिए. बोलने के लिए "हे, मम्मी मर गया." Like
Yeah, mocking.
why didn't you just call me and say, hey, तेरा मम्मी मर गया? Like it's just easier to say that than to say I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
That was the thing. But कभी laugh नहीं मिला उसको.
नहीं मिला, हाँ.
तो मैं बोला अच्छा लेकिन ये point जरूरी है कि I don't know what to say बोलना नहीं चाहिए किसी को.
Correct, हाँ.
तो phone मत कर. So to keep that, then I said, okay, then you have to put in a joke here.
yeah.
So therefore WhatsApp came.
So as a comedian, you're like, I need to put this point across, but I also need to put a joke. So the only joke that works in this context, in the time frame and with the amount of open mic you did, that said WhatsApp is the most ideal joke which goes with it. You could have easily dropped this
Correct.
uncle call, but this setup itself got a laugh. That means there's relatability immediately.
Yeah.
Everyone's got that. Everyone knows. you
Knows
get
that one auntie goes. Yeah.
It,
Also there's repetition there. There's rule of threes.
yeah.
Ta-ta-ta-ta. So that
Yeah, that weight is what I really liked. And this, did you open workshop that, or did it happen automatically?
No, the first time it was clean. That's what I said. The characters and the jokes are raw, but there's work on it.
Okay.
So that I haven't added a 6th call. I haven't taken out 1 call. The 5 calls that I did that day
Are still
there.
Okay.
The 4 calls that I did that day are still there. The 5th call is added. That's a attitudinal thing, right? Like probably say I'm sorry in the night to you, and in the morning, without care or worry for the world, just to show you how on the same platter you are to them, they will send you that same forwarded good morning message.
Yeah.
Which is what is the behavior that bothers you.
Yeah.
So therefore that sort of comes in. The attitude of I care about you for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's really what it is.
The third call is from an uncle who probably doesn't like me very much. Because मैं उसका बेटी को चोदा था. ऐसा कुछ भी. वो एक uncle है basically. एक uncle है जो मेरे को पसंद नहीं करता है is the point. Okay. And this fellow, when he calls you, he calls you and his response is cognitive. It's not an emotional response. So he will call you and he'll be like, beta, don't worry, life and death is a matter of surprise. Surprise? गांडू जब तू मरेगा ना, तेरे कबर पे मैं केक लेगा उसके ऊपर कैंडल लगाया और बोलेगा ब्लो कर नहीं हो रहा है ना, सरप्राइज.
The bit after that is which I dropped from the special.
Okay, what is it?
So I pee on him, and then I fuck his daughter.
It's a callback to Chuma Choda Hoga. Okay.
So then I fuck his daughter. So I do the whole action, and it takes a second for the audience to realize कि ये किसको चोद रहा है. And then it's a really great joke because I'm like मैंने उसका बेटी को चोदा, whatever, it doesn't matter really क्या किया था, he doesn't like me. सरप्राइज, मैं तेरा कबर पे आके कैंडल जलाया, फू नहीं हो रहा ना, whatever. And then I'd be like either piss on him or I'd be like fucking his daughter, and then I'd be like ये उसका बेटी है. Like I specify it also, saying uncle, whatever, like because I'm still doing that to it. Like I want him to hurt, so I will hurt him more.
Do you think did you try this bit?
Yes.
And did it work?
Very well.
Then why did you remove it? It's too offensive? Because for me it was like you are having sex with a corpse. It didn't seem like you're having it with a daughter.
No, but that's why I explain it, which is what gets me the
double laugh.
But also I peed on him and then I moved to the side and fucked his daughter. But it's very insensitive. It's not nice. It's not a thing joke. On stage, it destroys.
Yeah.
It destroys. A, it's very insensitive. B, I think I slightly discovered it. The polish on the joke came in a little later.
Okay.
When I did it here, it wasn't as the timing on the joke wasn't as nice.
Okay.
In both shows, which is why I couldn't keep it. But I still wouldn't have kept it because I think it's too insensitive for two reasons. One is वो मर गया है, तू उसको हर्ट कर रहा है बेटी को चोद के, बट बेटी को चोदना इज नॉट अ पाप, तो वो हर्ट क्यों होएगा. लाइक टू मच ऑफ दोस दोस कॉमेडिक थॉट्स ऑफ अरे बाप रे क्या होएगा, ये इसमें हैशटैग आएगा क्या, लाइक दैट overthinking that you do sometimes. Thing. But on stage, Abish, this joke destroys. Sometimes it destroys more than the final flip. So it's important to have that uncle who doesn't like you. You have to give him a reason as to why he doesn't like you. Because uncle doesn't like you, Q doesn't like you is an important question. So when I first did it, there's an uncle who doesn't like me, ठीक है. But मैं किया नहीं था कि Q doesn't like me. So I had to give him association of why he hates me. And in that one, he has to be the villain.
You can't be the asshole.
I can't be the asshole. So it couldn't be because I fucked his wife. You know what I'm saying? Then he justified doesn't like me.
Yeah.
But if I slept with his daughter or because I was dating his daughter, it's not a problem.
Yeah, then he's the asshole.
Then he's the asshole.
The fourth call is an incoming call on my mother's phone. It's an incoming call from a Vodafone executive. Right, now this guy will call and he'll be, hello, may I speak to Mrs. Shah? And just confidence, like, hello, may I speak to Mrs. Shah? Sir, वो गुजर गई sir. He's fucked. Because उसके स्क्रिप्ट में इसका कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं है. So he's like, sir, उसका मम्मी मर गया, अच्छा ठीक है तो उसको, हेलो सर, आपको 4G का प्लान चाहिए क्या? नहीं चाहिए, thank you. Cannot afford it anymore.
Your thoughts? This is the flip. This is not the flip actually. But
No, but you think it's the flip.
yeah, exactly. Because when I saw this bit, I was khatam ho gaya. Because you're going call, and obviously call center is your flip call because observational, it's going to be simple. You're coming with a phone call. Again, great insights to it. उसके स्क्रिप्ट पे ये नहीं है, उसकी he's fucked. It's a great insight to it, which is why it's funny. And they're like, okay, it's over and you're done with. Then you come back with a punchline. Sir, आपको 4G चाहिए क्या?
Because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He has two things.
Yeah.
He has to bail himself out of this situation. उसका बॉस को भी मालूम नहीं है, तो उसका बॉस ने उसको जो पहला थोड़ा है उसको भेज देना. Like it's it's that, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like I do, and this guy has to get himself out of
The
this
situation.
jam
Yeah.
without making it like, what the fuck do I do? Okay, I have to make a sale anyway. Sir, आपको चाहिए क्या? Like, it's stuck.
Yeah.
But to me, the call came in because I actually got a call on my mom's phone.
On the day.
Not on the day, a day later or 2 days later. But here's the thing. The reason why I fucking loved the joke, I love, like from the last 3 calls, which is Uncle, like Cognitive Uncle, Vodafone and the Flip. I love those 3 because those 3 are Neville jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, even though it's in listicle format, those 3 are Neville jokes. Because here, the observation is that what happens to that phone of the person who dies?
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Because in the system of the world, that person still exists. वोडाफोन को मालूम नहीं है, या एयरटेल को मालूम नहीं है, या HDFC बैंक को मालूम नहीं है कि जब तक मैं HDFC के पास जाके डेथ सर्टिफिकेट नहीं दिखाएगा तब तक मम्मी के अकाउंट में पेंशन आता ही रहेगा, क्योंकि HDFC को घंटा मालूम है कुछ. You know what I'm saying? So that the finality of it all happens when you close her accounts, when you, like, you know, transfer the house from her name to your name. When you've done all those things, that's the finality.
The fifth and final call is an outgoing call. It's a call that I have to make to family and friends that I haven't spoken to or met in a very long time. You know, and you have to make that call. And when you make that call, you pick up and you tell them, and they're like, "Hello, uncle, auntie, I'm really sorry, but you know, I want to inform you that mom passed away." And now they're receiving this information for the first time. So they're in shock. So they're like, "Oh my God, when did it happen? How did it happen? This, that." So now the whole irony of the situation is that I'm consoling them about my mom's death. So I'm like, "Don't worry, she's in a better place." आपको 4G चाहिए अंकल, है मेरे पास एक बंदा जो मस्त 4G बेचता है, चाहिए तो बोलो, मैं अभी फोन करता हूँ उसको.
It's such a great callback. Like I was telling earlier also, a lot of comedians end their comedy specials and bits with a callback. This worked so well. I want to know, the first time you went out with an open mic, did you have this or was this crafted later?
This joke was added as a joke later. I said I need a final joke.
So this you wrote?
Yeah. Not wrote. I don't write my material.
No, oh, not at all. Verbatim, nothing. No. So again, in this also, you set it up. You set up the entire calls. Last one I said, I have to make a call. And then it's a nice...
But वो आया क्योंकि मेरे को चाहिए था एक नेविल का बिट.
Okay.
कि मैं कैसे फील करता है रे इसमें.
So you ask the question, how do I feel about it? That's again a great comedy technique though. A lot of times, comedy comes from your personal opinion on something. So when you're writing observational comics, sometimes a lot of comics, including myself, I forget to ask, what is my thought on this?
मेरा तो पूरा set point of view है ना.
That's what a lot of comics, including me, it lacks any emotional depth. It's like it'll work in corporate shows because it has no emotional
But I
depth
envy
in
that
it.
sometimes.
But I envy yours.
Yeah, of course, because I can't do what you do and you try to do what I do.
So would you tell people, ask yourself while writing a bit, what is your opinion on this, or how do you feel about this?
I think for me it's always feeling. I go on stage with an emotion, yeah. Like every bit has an emotion in it, yeah. To me, to have a graph in your set, like I love silences. I enjoy silences on stage. I think that means that they're fucking like so interested in what you're saying.
Oh, great. Then you should come deliver the opening monologue for every Son of a Bitch episode.
Yeah, I could, but it'll be funny.
So yeah, so it's important to ask how do you feel about it. I think it's just, I'm not saying it's
मैं
incorrect.
पूछता how do I feel?
Maybe I also need to start. Maybe everybody should, at least that gives you another gambit of how to write a joke, another way to dig into it.
No, I did it out of, I never ask myself how do I feel about it.
But that instinctively comes
Because to me, the bit is only how do I feel about it. In this one, I was like, Neville, ये बहुत listicle है. Neville, बहुत listicle. कुछ तो अपना डाल. Neville, क्या है ये? तू क्या list कर रहा है और joke punchline setup कर रहा है. Fuck, कितना hacky है. So I was fretting. I was like, I need something. And also, I wasn't happy with Vodafone as a close. I was like, no, dude, you can't end on Vodafone. मेरा person. Oh.
That's how you came up with it.
So then I was like, मैं भी एक कॉल करेगा ना. मेरे को भी, because honestly मेरे को कैरसी मामा को फोन करना पड़ा था. But मेरे को याद नहीं था कैरसी मामा को फोन करने का था. जब भी मैं बिट लिख रहा था तभी कैरसी मामा मेरे को सूझा ही नहीं. Then I was like, Oh, wait.
I also have to call.
I also called.
That's actually great. That's why I liked it, because the closing has the final thing of, by the way, you also have to give a call at the end.
No, it's by the way, you are also uncomfortable with death. Because I still don't know what to tell them when they start panicking. No. I'm not telling her brother that, "Kaise mama, don't worry. We've got it under control. I understand, and I'm terribly sorry that you lost your sister." Because he has lost a sister. But I'm like, it happens, it's okay. वो ventilator पे डाला था, अभी हो जाता है. Like, I'm also struggling for what to say.
Just like all your other folk.
All the other idiots. Because I'm not comfortable with that death yet.
Yeah. While doing this bit, if there's one advice that you came across, or one learning that you came across while doing this bit, not doing comedy in general.
Don't be scared of talking about personal experiences, bro. We cushion, and I think the rawer the emotion on stage, the truer and deeper and the more yours it'll become.
But thanks, Neville. Thank
No,
you so
no,
much.
thank you so much.
I know you have to go back and do so much of money-making ad agency work, but thank you so much for coming. And remember, you can check out the entire thing on journeyofjoke.com, so that you don't have to see everything on YouTube.
Journeyofjoke.com.
Journeyofjoke.com. Oh, also, if you're on YouTube, just instead of liking and sharing and all of that, learn and just subscribe. It kind of helps, because when I pitch to brands, hey, dekh mere 1 million subscriber, I get more money right now at whatever it is.
He gets more money, and you have to still watch his content.
Good night.